What's up, everybody? Welcome in a little proof of life video for you. I got the stream room finally set up, I think the way I like it. I'm still waiting on a second monitor that's supposed to be here today, but we'll see. I live in a Arctic hellscape, so we'll see. But yeah, a couple things I wanted to go through today, just kind of a just chatting video for you, but we're gonna make a couple tier lists today. So I'm just kind of checking audio at the moment. Things look pretty good. I think we can just jump into it. So here's what's on the docket. We're gonna go through the games that I played last year and put them on a tier list. They're all gonna probably be AS and maybe some Bs. I don't think I played any bad games really. Couple controversial things. We'll get into it. All right, and then I don't think that's going to take very long. So I've also got a Final Fantasy tier list up because Final Fantasy is my shit. And yeah, I want to eventually try to play through all the Final Fantasies and do them live or whatever. And just kind of share my love of Final Fantasy with everyone else. And I want a baseline tier list, and then I want to reassess the tier list once we get through some games. So we need the baseline, and then hell, if that doesn't take too long to do all that, then maybe we'll play something. All right. So first things first, let's do the games I played in 2025 tier list. All right, here we go. So I tried to order these in order of like when they came out or like when I played them and stuff. Obviously you'll notice like there's some games that didn't come out this year, but I played them this year. So, or 25. All right. So starting off with Marvel Rivals. Man, Marvel Rivals, I didn't even realize it came out last year. It might have technically been 2024, but it was like December or something if I remember right. So yeah, I play the absolute crap out of Marvel Rivals. I love Marvel Rivals. I never really got into Overwatch or anything. It's so funny. When Overwatch was... So it was Overwatch and like Battleborn, I think. And the both betas were out at the same time. They were both hero shooters, and it was like, okay, which one are you going to do? You going to do Overwatch? You going to do Battleborn? And I was like, I'm playing Battleborn, man. Like, this Overwatch thing, whatever. Yeah, I was wrong. But I did play both of them eventually, and Overwatch is fine. But you slap the Marvel IP on there, and let's roll. Yeah, I'm still playing to this day. I played yesterday. Deadpool just came out. He's annoying. I think most people agree with that. But my mains, Sue Storm's number one. I'm a healer. That's what I do. Probably number two's Jean. It's my DPS. And then Rogue is my tank. Yeah, loving the new characters. The skins are crazy. It's insane. Like, ugh. Trying to explain this to my fiance is rough, but it's comics. That's what I say. So I don't know. Marvel Rivals, easy S, easy. Marvel Rivals is awesome. It can get a little sweaty. It's a fucking online game. Like, they're sweaty. All right, moving right along. So I forget what the impetus was. I feel like I was waiting for Metal Gear and wanted some stealth action. Have Hitman 3. So with Hitman 3, basically you get like access to Hitman 1 and 2 levels and stuff. So was like, I wanted to play Hitman 3, but in order to get to Hitman 3, let me play Hitman 1 and 2. So with because I think they like basically like remastered them in the newer engines and stuff. In the Hitman 3 engine, so you can play the 1 and 2 levels in the Hitman 3 engine, so it's just a little spruced up. And yeah, Hitman 1 was a fair bit of fun. I'll just kind of combine Hitman 1 and 2 together here because they're very similar. I think I burned through them in like a couple days. I think it was like 2 days or 3 days or something. Did like a couple missions a day, and they're short games. Hitman is fun. I don't think it's my favorite stealth game. I still think Metal Gear clears, like particularly Metal Gear 5. I mean, we'll get to Delta, but MGS5, I think mechanically is still peak. But, you know, not to spoil Delta, but we'll get there. So, the question is did I enjoy Hitman 1 or 2 more? That is the question. I also played it at like the beginning of last year, so do I remember? Not really. Okay, so did I like Hitman 1 or 2 more? I think I liked 2 more, but maybe are they both B's? Maybe they're both B's. It feels a little harsh to put them in C. I don't know if we're gonna have other C's. Yeah. They're fine. They're fine. You know, they're not bad. They're fine. Okay, moving along. Oh man, Pokemon Soul Silver. What a blast. I haven't played Silver since they came out because I'm an old man. And yeah, Gen 2 wasn't... I'm a Gen 1 dude, because again, I'm old. And shout out to Pokemon on 30th anniversary? It's gotta be 30, not 35, right? 30? Anyway. Yeah, it's gotta be, because, like, I'm 33, so... Yeah. But hadn't played Silver in forever, so played Fire Red the year before, and Pocket came out, and so I was feeling the Pokemon itch, and wanted to play Soul Silver. You might have seen I've started a playthrough on the channel, and I got through episode 1, meant to like grind a little bit just to, so episode 2 I could like hit the ground running and stuff. Accidentally played the entire game, so but I fucked up, guys. I fucked up real bad, and this is why I continued the playthrough, because I'm like, I think I have to restart. So I was allegedly playing with an emulator, and was using the emulator save function to like make save states and stuff. It's a little cheese, but I don't know. I wasn't too egregious with it. And it was mostly for like evolving and catching type situations, like that it felt necessary, because I had to get my Umbreon. And lo and behold, without that save state stuff, I would have got an Espeon. Now, did I eventually just go and get an Espeon anyway? Yes I did, but that's beside the point. So I play through the game using the save state functionality and get to the end of the game, and I'm like, ooh, can't wait. Once I get through the Elite Four, I am going to go on to the Kanto region, and I am going to basically get to play Fire Red again and go through all that and keep going and whatever. And you finish the game, and it kicks you back to the main menu. And in order to get into the post game, you have to load your save. Well, I hadn't been saving through the game. I had been saving through the emulator, allegedly. And so I couldn't access the end game, like the post game, which is all the Kanto region stuff. And that sucked, because that was kind of why I was playing. I wanted to get through it and do that. Anyway, so couldn't do it. Decided to go back to the playthrough, restarting the game, redid the hour plus whatever from that first episode to get me in the same place. And then I fell off because I just put like 50 hours into it. So anyway, regardless, it's S tier. It's awesome. It's I hesitate to call it the best Pokemon. It's probably the second best. Fire Red is just pure Pokemon. Hashtag back to Gen 1. Okay. Now, we're getting into some... I mean, those were good. Those are good. We are getting into absolute banger territory. I think the rest of this list is probably going to be S tier. Right? I mean, hold on. Let's go through it. Let me just... What if we just do this for now? And then what if we just do that? Let's be nice to Hitman. They're fun. They're fun games. I think 3 is probably like a legitimate A. I played like the first 2 missions. I'm not finished with it. I'll get through it eventually. Rivals, if I want to be shitty, I could use a little bit more story stuff. Comic stories. I love comics. I've been a nerd. I will continue to be a nerd. But man, I've been like going through some like Marvel comic stories. I've never been a big Marvel guy. I've always been more DC, but DC's been shit in the bed. Not on the comic side, but just like everywhere else. And other than Superman was good. But comic stories are fucking thin, man. Like, there's good aspects, but when it's, I don't know, there's so many MacGuffins and shit. I don't know. I don't need to get on a rant about comics, but Marvel Rivals could have a little bit more story to it. I've read the story stuff, like it's fine, but you know, I'm nitpicking. Soul Silver, it fucked me, okay? And you don't get S tier because you fucked me. Moving on. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Probably my game of the year from last year. It's tough. Let's just start there. Like, it is one of the better iterative sequels that I've played of late. And there's been a lot of iterative sequels. I think Ragnarok is really close. I think Silk Song, though I haven't... We'll get to it. But yeah, as far as iterative sequels go, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 takes everything from the first one, upgrades it, bigger map, bigger story in terms of like the cinematic presentation, and Henry, like when I finished Kingdom Come 1, I was like, I cannot believe I don't have that sword yet. And if you know, you know. Like, how do we end the first one without getting the Ratsik sword back? It's crazy. So I was like desperately hoping that they were gonna make a second one. I know that it didn't do like super well, but it got a lot of love from people who love like historical accuracy and stuff like that. So I've been a fan of the Assassin's Creed games since they started, and a big reason for that is the historical settings. I'm a big history buff. As time goes on and I make more stuff, it'll probably be clear how much I'm just a history fucking nerd. And what Kingdom Come does is takes that historical want and need for historical accuracy and presentation of a historical time and place, and mixes it with RPG elements in a slightly more seamless way than I think Assassin's Creed has, and kind of combines it with something akin to Oblivion, but with its wholly own mechanics. Like the swordplay and stuff is so unique, so difficult in a way. But I just love the idea, especially in the first one, where like the reason why you suck at everything is the same reason why you can't read. Because why the fuck would you be a good swordsman? Why would you know how to read? You're just the son of a blacksmith, like in Skalitz, like in what? It's 500s ACE in it's the Bohemian region. So yeah, why would you know how to read? You have to learn to read. You have to learn to fight. You have to learn to be a horseman and all that stuff. Like, so yeah, you start the game and you can't fight one person, let alone like at the beginning there's like 4 or something pretty quickly that you bump into when you're saving what's her face, your girlfriend. Well, yeah, future girlfriend potentially. So yeah, it starts you off at this lowest base level and you build the skills yourself, and as time goes on, as you learn the mechanics but also as you build skills, you can read, you can fight, like and the second one just continues a lot of that. So there's more sword skills. I was like I didn't really play with the weapons a lot. I mostly just stuck with the greatsword, and yeah, enjoyed the combat so much. The side quests were awesome. It's one of those games where I just love being in the world. I just love living in the world. And I think it was a side quest. It might have been connected to a main quest, but it made me like truly fall in love with and appreciate these side quests, because I think I was teetering a little bit. I was getting like a little bored, and I played through this quest where it was about potential like money laundering or counterfeiting coins, and it starts you at the mines and stuff, and then moves you through the entire process of how at the time you would make currency. And I learned a bunch, and like if you can learn me something, like that just like really brought me in, and I was so curious to go. And even though it was like a fairly mundane thing I'm doing, I'm just like going and I'm asking questions of people about like, did you see anyone stealing whatever? But yeah, along the way I'm like learning how this process is done. And then mix that with like other quests where like there was one where I like fell into a well or like into a mine shaft kind of thing, and everyone was like, there's a demon down there, and it turned out to be like some soldier who like gosh, it's been a little bit. Was like protecting something or whatever, but by the end, I think you like find his corpse, and it's like, wait, was he dead? Like, so there's like this slight supernatural thing that like is super vague. Is it real? Was it a ghost? Like, what the hell? Because the game is never really supernatural in that way. There's a couple times where you see visions and stuff, like themes of dead parents kind of vibe. But yeah, it's never, I would say it's spiritual. It's not supernatural. Like there's obviously a huge Christian element, which can normally rub me the wrong way because it's so in your face and so feels like they're preaching. But it's when your setting is so steeped in Christianity, it's a little hard to ignore it. Like yeah, you gotta like say a prayer, you gotta speak some Latin. Like, I don't know, it's just the time. It's the Middle Ages. Like, that's what it is. So anyway, yeah, fantastic story. The DLCs were good. I'd kind of fallen off a little bit. I couldn't have waited, like, because I was so anticipating it, but I almost feel like wait for all the DLCs to come out, play the Royal Edition, whatever. Yeah, I think they're all out now, and so yeah, if you haven't played Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, I mean, be ready for a slow, methodical journey, but there's lots of choices. Some mean more than others, so there's a bit of an illusion of choice, but when you're trying to curate a narrative and make it more cinematic, like, that's what it's going to be. They can't leave it totally open-ended and stuff, because that just will make it impossible to curate the story. So that being said, loved I think it was the most played game I had last year, at like 160 hours or 80 hours or something. Loved it. Absolute joy. I'll come back every once in a while to play Farkle and hang out and make swords and stuff. I enjoy the blacksmithing a lot. Okay, moving on. So, Lies of P. So, I was getting ready for the DLC to come out. Hadn't yet played Lies of P. Had played the beta when that came out. And I'm just going to bring the music down a little bit. Played the beta when it came out, or the first hour or two, whatever it was that they did, and was like, meh, it's okay. Because famously, I don't love Bloodborne, except for it's one of my favorite games ever. It's really weird. I have a really weird relationship with Bloodborne. I'm a block hit, roll, hit. Like, you took my shield away. I basically played Bloodborne without the gun. Just didn't use it like the whole game. Like a little here and there. I'm exaggerating a little, but I was two-handing the Dark Moon Greatsword the entire time. So Bloodborne setting peak and stuff, or setting and story are peak, but yeah, Lies of P, I'm like, I don't know, it's like an off-brand Souls. They usually aren't very good, or at least they're not FromSoft. So I'm like, yeah, I can probably skip this one. The DLC was looking really cool. I had watched some people play it, and I'm like, I should try it out. Like, even the Pinocchio thing, playing as fucking Timothy Chalamet, like, sounded cool. Like, I was into it. I forget, I might have got it with like Plus, like a PlayStation Plus or something, but had finally got it. Maybe it was just on sale, and started playing and kept playing, and man, I was super wrong. Super wrong. Lies of P, more like Lies of Peak, alright? Lies of P is fucking incredible. Like, it is the most Souls-like non-Souls game yet made. Like, it is so good. Like, and the story, like, man, fell in love with it. Fell in absolute love with it. Played through it up until, basically, my goal was to get to the place where you would get access to the DLC by the time the DLC came out. So, got to it like a week before the DLC came out and was just fucking itching. Like, I wanted to go back in and keep playing so badly. Part of me wishes I kind of did play through a little bit more before doing the DLC. Doesn't matter. Played through the DLC. It was fucking tough as nails. Fucking hell. Man, well, should we just get to the DLC, I guess? A little intermission. So, second only to probably Shadow of the Erd Tree as far as Souls DLC. Now, the Old Hunters DLC, man. Fuck Bloodborne. I love it. I fucking hate it, but I love it so much. I fucking burned through that game. Let me just quickly... It took me, I think, 36 hours to platinum that game. I fucking just devoured it. I was scared. And I was mad. I had so much fun. It was crazy. But Lies of Peak Overture. Whew. Love the music. It's probably my favorite part of the story. Just thinking about it quickly. I love the Sophia stuff in the base game, but man, oh no, I forgot her name. That's so sad. But the what's her name? I gotta look it up. Hold on. I don't want you guys to see it though. Okay, hold on. What's your name, girl? What's your name? It's coming. Just give me a moment. Be cool. Oh man, the gun sword, the freaking gun blade. Oh my goodness. Whew. I was absolutely fashion souls in them out there. It was crazy. I just need characters. Just show me the characters. I just need a list of characters. I mean, we could just call her the legendary stalker, I guess. And Romeo, that's what it is. Romeo and man, why is it like, why can't I find her name? It's driving me crazy. Anyway though, absolute baddie. Absolute baddie. Tragic as all hell. Learning about what happened to Romeo, and oh my god, it was brutally sad, perfectly Soulsborne, and just like absolutely outstanding stuff. Like, I played through that, went back, was so stupid overleveled for the end of the game, destroyed that motherfucker, did the unfinished puppet or unnamed puppet or whatever the kind of like true ending final boss was, and like immediately restarted the game and kept playing, like, and played through like about half of it before something came up. Probably the next game on our list. So, Lies of Peak, S tier. Easy. Oblivion remake. So, I love Oblivion. I love Elder Scrolls. When I first saw a trailer for Oblivion, when it was first coming out, I was so crazy excited. I downloaded it on my old, off-white, gigantic tower PC or whatever I had. Had to play it in potato quality. I think it was like a demo. I had to play it in potato quality where it was like, running at like 3 frames a second before it would like crash and shit. And I fucking loved it. Like, even though it was not playable, it was like the most tantalizing thing ever. Like a first-person shooter fantasy RPG. Like, guys, you just don't know. Like, it was all I ever wanted. Finally got to play it, I think, on Xbox 360. Was it OG Xbox? I think it was 360. Anyway, finally got to play it, and I loved it. Like, it was like Skyrim is Skyrim. Like, I've played Skyrim so much, and I've got fun stories about Skyrim and stuff. Inviting the day it came out, I was like having a bunch of people over because my place was kind of like the hangout spot, and was like, guys, like, you don't gotta go home, but I'm playing Skyrim. I gotta go pick it up. It's ready. The pre-order's ready. I'm gonna go pick it up from was it EB Games or was it GameStop? It was one of those, and brought it home. Had like a bunch of people just around me as I'm like doing the beginning of the game, and they were like, whoa, this is crazy. And I'm like, yeah, all right, shut up. So fun. That's Skyrim. But Oblivion, a little bit of a different, less, it's similar to Fallout. Fallout 3 and Oblivion have similar vibes where they're not handholdy. That comes later. They're still a little raw and still a little for the nerds, and but like has some magic in the way they decide to do the mechanics. Like yeah, you can break them if you just jump around and sneak around and like lock pick or whatever. Like, there's ways to like break it really easily, but there's some charm in that, and I just love the like, do it to get better. Like, it's similar to Kingdom Come, where it's like, how do I get better acrobatics? Well, be acrobatic, like jump, like, and the more you do it, the better you'll get at it. Oblivion has all that. This remaster was rumored for like ever, and then they just fucking dropped it. It's crazy. They just fucking dropped it. Insane stuff. Love it. It's really good. All right. I still love Oblivion. Oblivion has like a real special place in my heart because it's like the game that made me fall in love with this genre, and it was the first one I had ever seen like that, and it just blew my mind. Skyrim I've played the most. I think I love Oblivion the most. Excellent game. Haven't played through all of the remake yet, but played through a good chunk of it. It felt like coming home. Like, I came home. All right. Now, for probably the stiffest competition as far as my 2026 game of the year, with the caveat that it came out in 2025. Did I say 6? 2025 game of the year. Final Fantasy Tactics: The Evil East Chronicles. This doesn't really go left to right, but it should go there. Final Fantasy Tactics was a bit of a white whale for me. Like, when we get to the Final Fantasy mainline tiers list, I will we'll get into all that. But Final Fantasy is my favorite franchise for many reasons. I have such deep love for a handful of the games, and just have a history where they've just been with me through like my whole life. Like I can't talk about my journey in games without Final Fantasy like just coming up again and again and again. And Final Fantasy Tactics is a slightly different style of game, it being a tactic game, no surprise. So they get away from the traditional turn-based or the active turn-based, and they get into more of a grid-based tactics game. And it's like, all that being said, about like excellent job system, excellent combat system, great mechanics, even like with the zodiac stuff, like this person is stronger against this person because they're zodiac signs and whatever. It is one of the best stories in video games, like one of the most poignant adult themed stories in video games, and probably the best Final Fantasy story overall. Like, I love this, that, and the other thing, but like I will get into it with the Final Fantasy tier list, but like, man, it is hard to beat. Like, the characters, Ramza, Delita, like Avelia and Alma, like, not to mention like the different Beove brothers and the church, and like, my goodness, like, and what a poignant story. Not to, I play video games to try to escape, so I don't necessarily want to get into all the political strife that is going on. Although they did murder that woman, just by the way, they fucking murdered her. I live in a dystopia. It's anyway, moving on. I'm sorry, guys. I'm stressed. Final Fantasy Tactics, unbelievable stuff. The new one, some people complain that like so I, like everyone else, I wanted it to be HD 2D. Yeah, sure. Like, I think Octopath 2 is the best retro style Final Fantasy game ever made. Like, I think it clears everything. Like, and I love those games, the classic games. I love them. So the HD 2D is outstanding. So I would have liked that for Tactics. I want it for 6. I want it for 5. 4 is fucking awesome. I love fucking 4 so goddamn much, guys. I fucking love Final Fantasy 4. So I wanted that for Tactics, but yeah, it wasn't really, in a way, I prefer that they did this, because the story goes that they lost the original code and stuff for Final Fantasy Tactics. So remaking the game meant remaking the entire game. Like, so in that sense, we need the baseline version of the game first. We need them to remake the game. Then in the future, maybe it'll be Tactics Advanced that gets the love, but like, now we can update it. But we needed for posterity, an original version of the game, which is what they did. I would have liked it to be War of the Lions. Like, it is missing some content. That's okay. Like, the game is awesome. The game is outstandingly awesome. So it doesn't need Balthazar and all that stuff. Is that right? The leading man. You know what I'm talking about from 12. and all that stuff, the extra characters and stuff. It doesn't need them. The other job classes, you could argue that for sure. I would have loved more job classes. But and then the pièce de résistance, the fucking cherry on top, they fucking voice acted the entire game. Like, so fucking poor me, I don't have to fucking read everything. Like, that ends up being a huge hurdle, like especially when I'm trying to stream stuff. Like triangle strategy is awesome. Pokemon is awesome. Man, it's kind of taxing to have to read everything. So that's a little different because I have to read it out loud. But yeah, no, just like simply voice acting the game was a huge improvement. So if you just give me tactics as is and add voice acting, we're done. You've done it. You've created a perfect remake. Final Fantasy Tactics, incredible stuff. All right, from one remake to another. Junk, Snake. All right, we're talking about Delta. Gears Delta. Okay, so this is at the other end of that spectrum where, no, they didn't recreate the game. Well, they kind of did. They spruced it up. They did the damn thing. They gave it the fresh coat of paint. But I guess, like, to be fair, so like if we're talking remakes, it's like Resi 2 and Final Fantasy 7 Remake are at the top. I could easily argue that Final Fantasy 7 Remake isn't a remake, but that's kind of I don't want to die on that hill. It's kind of silly, because it's a sequel anyway. So Resi 2, like, what do you do? So you take a game that has outstanding elements and you modernize them to improve the overall package. So that means graphically, that means gameplay, storytelling, camera, all that kind of shit. So with Gears, with Metal Gear, sorry, not Gears. With Metal Gear, the issue has always been the jank. The issue has always been the jank. Like, it's why I put Metal Gear 5 at the top, because it's the one that doesn't play like shit. So the stories, are generally the centerpiece of and the boss battles and stuff. But man, when it plays like shit, like I replayed one not that long ago, and it's like, this is fun. It sucks to control. Like, it is you're fighting the game. That's not what I want. I want a frictionless experience. That doesn't mean no difficulty. That just means let it be on me executing commands, not having to fight the game. What Delta's able to do is they take a game that already controlled pretty well, because it's Metal Gear is one of the most iterative series I think I have played. Final Fantasy is a bit too, but what Metal Gear Delta does is they give you that Unreal 5 coat of paint, which obviously is outstanding, but they, maybe more importantly, they take the controls from 5 and from just modern games and implement that stuff. The camo system, they make it a little bit more on the fly, and all these things just make it a so much more frictionless experience. And so that way it highlights what's important, which is the story. Like, the story of Delta and of Snake Eater is one of 70s, 80s espionage, and very Bond-esque from like the opening title kind of thing. And it basically has a cold open in the Virtuous mission, and Yeah, I eat that shit up. I love that shit. Yeah, played Metal Gear 3. I'm trying to remember if I played Subsistence or if I just did 3. I kind of want to say it was Subsistence because I feel like it had the other camera, and that was the big change. So, yeah. I've loved 3. 3 has probably been until 5. I'd probably say it goes 2, 3, 1 for me. Didn't play 4. Still haven't played 4, sadly. Peace Walker is somewhere in the mix too. But 3, yeah, 3 was like my second favorite. It was like the one that I thought story-wise was great, but I always loved Raiden. But I loved the camo system. It felt like it controlled good at the time. And yeah, so I still think I would go like more bonkers for a 2 Delta, or whatever you call it, like Metal Gear Binary, or you know, whatever, something with 2. So excellent game, short and sweet. Like, there's nothing wrong with this game being like 10 hours. Like, absolutely nothing wrong. Also, when you take away the game fighting you, the game gets a lot easier, doesn't it? Because actually, a lot of the difficulty came from the game controlling like shit. So they fixed that. You get A tier. I'll put it above Oblivion. Will I? Yeah. Because I finished it. Like, I haven't finished Oblivion. Love Oblivion though. Love Delta. This was such a throwback. Like, between Soul Silver, Delta, and Oblivion, like, I'm reliving my childhood with a fresh coat of paint, and it's just glorious. Like, it's so much fun. Man, fucking video games, right, guys? Fucking video games. All right. So, I think we gotta finish with the elephant in the room. Let's do Dispatch. So this one was a blast. So didn't jump on it right away. Saw the announcement and everything, all the Critical Role connections and stuff. Obviously had me super intrigued. Big critter. And yeah, I think it was like Laura Bailey and Aaron Paul that announced it at the Game Awards a couple years ago, and man, I was super stoked. Never really fucked with Telltale too much. Played Batman. Famously played that with my now fiance and girlfriend at the time, and she fell asleep, and I didn't do it. Batman slept with Catwoman. But she always gives me shit for sleeping with Laura Bailey when she fell asleep. She's just jealous that she wasn't there for it. But Dispatch, we played together after the whole game had come out, all 8 episodes. Played through about an episode a night. Maybe played through 2 the first night. But what a beautiful week. We did it completely collaborative. I deferred mostly to her answers, but man, those prompts were quick. So it was like, if she didn't give me a definite answer that I was like, okay, or I felt strongly like, I don't think you're reading it the right way. Like, I think you actually mean this because I know you so well and whatever. That I would choose something else. And then the gameplay aspect, the actual dispatching, I would say I did a little bit more than she did, just because I think having played lots of games and her not playing many games, like, I kind of understood when the prompt was telling me intelligence or strength or, you know, whatever. So, but awesome experience, awesome story. I'm a little played out with the whole we're raunchy superheroes, so like, you can miss me with that a little, but like Dispatch is probably S tier. I'll give it top of A because that S tier is stacked right now. Like, it's such a different game than them, so it's not quite fair. But I think top of A, flirting with S, is a perfectly fair place to be putting Dispatch. Now, what is probably my game of the year? Like, if I'm cheating and I'm just saying games I played last year, game of the year, it's Hollow Knight. It's fucking Hollow Knight. Hollow Knight is so good. So I had played, so Silksong obviously came out. I played Hollow Knight like 5 hours or something a couple years ago, a year plus ago. I think it was after I played Symphony of the Night for the first time, and I was like, hey guys, these Metroidvanias, these are pretty fun, guys. Let me get a different one. And I love the aesthetic. I always loved the way it looked. I love the music. I love my little guy. I love the knight. But game hard, game real hard. So I just bounced off of it because I'm just not good at like those retro style controlling games where like, and what it was is like, I just know that it's me. It's not the game. I am not hitting the buttons right. Like, I'm not blocking right. I'm not jumping right. I'm not learning the patterns enough. So I'm just like, I don't think I got it. I don't got it in me. It's why I like stayed away from Souls games for so long until I finally didn't. And so like I came back to it after Silksong came out because I really wanted to play Silksong, but everyone kept saying it was harder. So I'm like, I couldn't even do Hollow Knight. Like, how the hell am I going to do Silksong? So I was like, fine, I'll go back to Hollow Knight because I still love the way it looks. Let me see if I can get back into it. I've got a couple of the abilities now. Like, I think I've got like the Mantis Claws or whatever, and like I don't have double jump, but I think I upgraded the nail once or something. And so like I don't really want to restart because you just start so bare bones that like the game does get easier as you play, having learned these abilities, double jump, all that stuff. And so I jump back into it. Kind of had to like relearn what was happening and where I was and stuff. Once I did that, after like 45 minutes or something, I was like just balls to the wall, like burned through it. Like, it was all I wanted to do. It was all I thought about. Like, I have a thing where like I know I'm into a game when my like Google search, like when I hit Google search and it shows like my search history, it's like all Hollow Knight, or it's like all Kingdom Come Deliverance, or like whatever, all Final Fantasy Tactics, like Liza P. Like, so I was obsessed. Like I'm at work and I'm like thinking about my route. I'm like, okay, I need to go here, and then once I do that, I can get over here, and I'm doing this, and was engrossed. Like, just completely fell in love. Still struggled. Like, man, I tell you, like the debate on whether or not to even try to get the good ending, when it was like, oh no, you need all of these soul essences, or you gotta like upgrade the dream nail all the way and do all this shit and go into the White Palace and all that stuff. I'm like, fuck, I thought I was at the end. Like, I thought I was about to finish the game, and then I put another like 25 hours into it because I'm like, I love this so much that I'm gonna be so sad when I'm finished. And I know that these aren't the hardest challenges in the game, because that's like that one DLC, right? Like the God's Path or whatever. That I'm like, no, let me try this. I can do it, and if I ever can't, like, I can always bounce and go fight the Hollow Knight and just do that. And did all the requisite things to get the dream nail upgraded. then it's time. It's finally time. I'm gonna do it. I'm taking down the Hollow Knight. I'm gonna fuck the Radiance up and start dancing with the Hollow Knight. And we're talking like 5, 7, 12 tries. And then I'm like, all right, I got him. I don't even know if it took quite that many before I first got to the second fight. It was like rough at the beginning where I'm like, fuck, the Hollow Knight's fucking me up, man. Like, ooh. To eventually like, brah, get the fuck out the way, because I need to fight this moth. You need to get out of my way, because I'm fighting a moth, and he's just killing me. Like, I was like rethinking my whole life. I'm like, I don't know, man. I can get to him. I can get to phase 2. I can get to phase 3. I had even, and I didn't realize this was the end of the fight, I had gotten to the part where you like have to start climbing up and he's shooting the beam down or whatever, which like all you have to do is hit him once, and I'm like almost to the top and he fucking hits me, and that's it. Like, now it's another fucking 10 tries till I get back to that point again. And yeah, eventually I think it was I went and got the upgraded up attack, you know, the up, oh god, what were they, spell? I forget if they were like spells or like what you called them. Because I did have the cheese, the whatever, the flirkin cheese thing where you like shoot out the little worms and they do like stupid damage. I had used that cheese to get through a couple of the what are they called, dream warrior fight, whatever they were called, to get the essence to upgrade the dream nail. But couldn't do that on the Radiance. So yeah, simply came down to like learning the technique, getting good RNG, and just perseverance. Like similar to Elden Ring, like where because I didn't really, I mean, Lady Maria was a little bit like that in Bloodborne. Trying to think of Dark Souls. So I've played Dark Souls 1, Bloodborne, Elden Ring. Am I forgetting one? I mean, Armored Core 6, I guess, but that's about it. I haven't played like all the Souls games. So, but anyway, perseverance, just go. And eventually you'll break through. Broke through, got it done. We did it. We saved the day. Got the good ending. And now Silksong is just like waiting for me. It's just staring at me like the Green Goblin mask. Like, it's on my PS5 and I want to play it. It scares me. It's like Sekiro. Like, it's Sekiro and Silksong are like, they terrify me. Even though I bet I'll love it. Hollow Knight, so good. It's just so good. If you even mildly like Metroidvanias, if you've ever looked at a Metroidvania, play Hollow Knight. You'll love it. All right. Expedition 33. All right, guys. This is where I piss everybody off. So, I haven't finished Expedition 33. Expedition 33 should be just so my shit. It should be so my shit. I think I'm being a little bit of a little baby bag bitch about it, to be honest, but I don't really like how much praise it's getting for like, oh my god, it's fucking doing it's the best turn-based game ever made. Like, there is not much new about Expedition 33 other than the way it looks and other than the people playing it. I kind of think, like, I haven't finished it, so I can't be like super you know, I'm not willing to die on this hill. I can't plant my flag that deeply, but to me, having played like 10 hours, 15 hours of it, I think Octopath 2 is better. Like, that's just me, right? Like, I know it's just me. It's a jack of all trades, master of none situation. If it would have just picked a couple of these mechanics that it wanted to do, instead of throwing every single mechanic ever been used in a turn-based game in the same game, I think it would stand out a little bit more personally as like this masterclass. Instead, it feels like it stands on the shoulders of every other turn-based game, and most people haven't played those games, so most people don't realize that, like, bro, this has been around. We've been doing this. We've been doing this stuff for years. Like, Expedition just gave it a fucking beautiful coat of paint, and yes, it has good voice acting, and the story is fucking sad. Like, okay, it's fucking sad. Thanks for another dystopia. Like, I already live in one. I don't need dystopias everywhere. I'm being a little bit of a bitch. I know I'm being a bitch. I need to finish it, and I will fucking come back, and I'll be like, I was so wrong. It's game of the year. It's the best game ever. Until that day, it's good, okay? It's good. Play other turn-based games. There's so many good ones. I'm going to do a whole nother tier list of good turn-based games, okay? It's just the new kid on the block. It looks real good. It's every pretentious person's favorite game, okay? That's what I said it. Okay, I said it. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be this guy. I don't want to be on this wall, but you need me on this wall, okay? You don't. You really don't. I'm sorry. Enjoy the things you enjoy. I just thought it was fine, okay? It's good. I'm just kidding. It's real good. All right. It's not my game of the year. It's not my favorite game I play. Like, I don't even think I'd put it above Oblivion personally. Like, it was good. It was good. I'm trying to think my other issues. That's really it. Like, it just feels like everybody who hasn't played turn-based finally showed up to the party and was like, hey guys, like, this is turn-based. And it's like, yeah, it is a turn-based game doing things that a lot of turn-based games have done. Final Fantasy Tactics is also a turn-based game. Final Fantasy Tactics is a better turn-based game than Expedition, and it came out in the fucking 90s. Like, so I'm happy for the French studio and them being their first game and winning every fucking award imaginable and sneaking in some AI images. Good on you, motherfuckers. Go fuck yourselves. Yeah, it's good. It's, it's fun. All right. If anyone has watched this video, my chat is on fire. Okay, so I'm sorry. Again, enjoy the things you enjoy. I'm never trying to poo-poo anybody. Like, enjoy the things you enjoy. These are always just my opinions. You come here for hopefully, like somebody who has like-minded opinions, but like, we don't always have to agree. I want the discussion. I know I can't really judge it having not finished it. So like, this is a bit of a question mark. Like, I have to put it on here because it's like the game of the year. So, but if any, like, what I will give it credit for is it's making people play other turn-based games. So like, cool. But like, is it really better than Persona 5? Like, is it really better than Persona 5? Think about it. How about this? Go play Persona 5 and then come back. I'll see you in 200 hours. All right. I've been going for like an hour on this tier list. We're going to make a separate video for the Final Fantasy tier list. I also just need to take a little break because I've been going for like a fucking hour. Yeah. All right, guys. Thanks for joining me. I'm going to make sure the audio is good. Otherwise, I might have to record this fucker again. So, okay. If you see this, everything worked out. Join me in the next video. Thank you for joining me. Like, comment, subscribe. Stay safe out there. Stay safe, please. Be nice to each other. I love you. Goodbye.